And then the best bits are the players who meet that. So you've done a bit of work on the best 10 finals players from the past 5 years.
Yeah, and it's done off player ratings. So it's the AFL player ratings, which some people don't understand. But I can tell you that I'll give you the top one. We all know the top one. So the last 5 years, Dustin Martin's played in 12 finals. Can I just read you out those 12 finals?
Go on.
It's just ridiculous. So 2017, this is his final series. 28 disposals, 1 behind. 20 disposals, 3 goals, 3. 29 disposals, 2 goals, 2. 2018, 29 disposals, 1 goal, 2. And he was banged up in the prelim.
Yeah, he was.
Remember Barmy?
Shouldn't have been playing.
Remember Barmy? We had that little blue with Barmy.
Yes.
2019, what do you have? 14 and 6 goals. 22 disposals, 2-2. Grand final, 22 disposals, 4 goals. 2020, he goes 25 and 1, 21 and 2, 21 and 4. The numbers are just crazy. So he's the highest rated player that we've seen over the last 5 years. So his rating is over 20. So a 20 rating, I think we've had, in the 12 years we've done ratings points, only 5 players have had a 20 rated season. So he's had almost half a season of finals footy rating 20. So that is just a rare breed.
Yeah.
He's just on a different plane.
So it does rather matter whether he plays on Thursday night, doesn't it?
Well, he's been best on ground in most of the games he's played, hasn't he? So I'll challenge you, and I'll challenge the Temper Texters. Who are the other, who make up the 10? Now I can tell you that 2 of the 10 aren't playing this weekend. So Luke Shuey's not playing, and he's the second rated finals player.
Is he really?
He's played 8 finals, and he rates at 17.
Yep.
Then you've got Ollie Wines, who's 8th. So he's played 5 finals, rated at 15. So they're high bars. They're great averages. So
7 slots left. How many
7
demons?
left. How many demons? 2 demons.
2 dogs.
2 dogs. Why you call me 2 dogs? 1 Brisbane Lion, 1 Magpie, which is interesting, and another tiger.
All right. So
I
2
don't
demons,
know if you'll get the other tiger.
2 dogs, a lion, a tiger, and a magpie.
Yeah.
Let that roll around in your mind for a few minutes. 0433 98 11 16. Best 10 finals players over the past 5 seasons. The best bit with David King. Top 10 finals players over the past 5 years. 1 Dusty, 2 Luke Shuey, 8 Ollie Wines. And a little setup is 2 demons, 2 dogs, 1 lion, 1 pie, and 1 more tiger. So no Toby Green to our correspondent, and no to Mitch Duncan on that front as well.
Yeah, come on, guys. So you had to have put one limit that you had to play 5 finals in that period, because otherwise you end up with 1 gamer. So
yeah, all right.
Pretty
so we've got a
stuff.
strong push for Taylor Adams as our magpie.
No, he's not in there.
Okay,
he's not in there, Jared. Not even close.
All right. Then we had, there's the
Way
obvious
too
Pendlebury's.
small, Jared. You're way too small. Pendlebury, no.
No. And I think we might have had a Darcy Moore.
No.
Okay.
No, you're off the mark.
Give us
there.
the magpie.
Brodie Grundy. He's in at 6. Now, this is why it's a great talking point, because he's a guy that generates scores. This is what Craig McRae keeps talking about, Brodie Grundy, doesn't he? He keeps saying, we haven't got him at the moment, blah, 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 and we're having to do a bit of defending from our back half, and we're finding ways to win. What will happen to our contested possession and clearance game when he comes back? Look, it's just interesting, isn't it? I mean, Brodie's a different discussion at the moment, but he's been a big game player. So when you're talking about these guys leaving your football club at the end of the year, I always track back to this. Who helps you win big games? You want to be making clear decisions if you're allowing Brodie to leave.
Yep. There's a strong push on the Tiger front for all of Flostone,
No,
Lambert,
no,
Hooley,
no,
Nankervis,
no.
Edwards.
Yes.
Well done.
Who did that one?
Let me just see if there are names attached.
Yeah, there.
No, that
Rodney.
came through.
Rodney.
Oh, well done, Rodney.
Rodney, good work. He's at 10.
Shane
He
Edwards.
just gets in. So Shane Edwards is a sneaky one. So he averages 14.5 ratings points. So Dusty at 20.6, Shuey at 17 flat, Grundy at 16.2 at 6, Wines at 15.1 at 8, and Shane Edwards at 14.5 at 10. So he does a lot of things by stealth, Shane Edwards. Most of his possessions set up and create scores. So a lot of his stuff you see on replay, not live.
The line almost unanimously has been Lockie Neal.
Yeah, 100%. He's the third rated, Jared, so he's at 16.9, so just behind Luke Shuey, but that's a big number, isn't it? I mean, that's why he's a must-tag. The Tigers don't tend to tag, but if they do, they go to it pretty quick. So it'll be interesting to see how they handle Lockie on Thursday night.
So we've got slots 4, 5, 7 and 9 for 2 Demons and 2 Bulldogs, which we will fill in next with David King. The top 10 finals players over the past 5 seasons, the best bits on the means test. Top 10 finals players of the past 5 seasons: 1 Dustin Martin, 2 Luke Shuey, 3 Lockie Neal, 6 Brodie Grundy, 8 Ollie Wines, and 10 Shane Edwards. The 2 Bulldogs. So the strongest push is for the combination of Bontempelli and Liberatore.
Yeah.
And then there's a bit of McRae and there's a little bit of Dunkley.
Bontempelli at 9. He's averaging 14.6, so just ahead of Shane Edwards, which surprised me. It was a bit lower than I thought he would have been, given his grand final performances. And Liberatore is in at 7, 15.5, so he's just behind Grundy and just above Wine. So sneaky, Libba, like contested footy, game tracks back to clearances, taking territory, winning your own ball. He's sneaky good finals player, Libba.
And 3 into 2. So Gawn, Oliver, and Petrarca. There's lots of Box Quinella players here. No, that you've got to get the 2. Are we going the 2 midfielders or the ruckman and a midfielder? I think I would have gone Petrarca and Gawn.
Petrarca at 4 and Oliver at 5. Okay. So Max not there, but and again, there's a little bit of tactics about going around Max and those sorts of things in there. So Max is a bit of a different discussion altogether. But there you go. So it's Martin, Shuey, Neal, Petrarca, Oliver, Grundy, Liberatore, Wines, Bontempelli, Edwards. And some of those are splitting hairs down towards the bottom bracket of, I think 5 to 20 would be pretty close, but there's no doubting the top 5.
And the beauty of that is 8 of them are in action on the weekend.
Yeah. So we keep talking about winning your own ball. So what do you do with this is always the discussion. What do you do with Petrarca and Oliver? Like, how do you get around the pairing? And this is why when you look at that, so track to the biggest games, the biggest home and away games this year, Geelong and Melbourne, what they were able to do with blitz halves, whether he was rucking and then rolling over to a tag or starting as a tag. Sometimes he'd be on Petrarca, sometimes he'd be on Oliver, just mixing it up, just taking away one of the weapons. It's all situational. It's all head to head now. So your discussion every year, you always bring up oil and water, and I reckon it's a great way to do it. So they've got a great handle on those players via blitz halves. Not many other teams have been able to clamp those guys, or even tried, because they just say, "Nah, too hard. We're just going to have to back our troops." It plays back to Melbourne's advantage again. So it's just a good discussion to have prior to watching them go crazy on the weekend.
In our oil and water, do we have conflicting styles in some of these games? Do we have a couple that meld up that are water and water? Where are we in terms of the 4 matchups?
Yeah, I love looking at this, and I think we've sort of owned this discussion in the last couple of years. So if you look at, let's start with the Fremantle Dogs game. Okay, so Fremantle versus Dogs, last time they played, Dogs smashed them in tight. Everyone just thinks, oh no, they just dominated